President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, Cabinet Secretaries and Ministers here present, the leadership of the Kenya National Chambers of Commerce and Industry, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Before I make a few remarks, let me acknowledge few people, especially my colleagues, ministers from other countries. Honorable Wilson Badi, can you stand where you are? State Minister for Industry, Trade Industry and Cooperative from Uganda. Honorable Abang Juk, Minister for Industry and Trade from Southern Sudan. Yes. And of course I have principal secretaries here, 3 of them. I have in my own ministry, I have the PS in charge of MSME, Susan Mangeni, the PS in charge of Cooperative, State Department of Cooperative, Patrick Kilemi, the PS in charge of Investment Promotions, Hassan. Your Excellency, it is a great honor to address you today as the Cabinet Secretary in charge of cooperatives and MSME development. In this capacity, I have the privilege of collaborating with millions of entrepreneurs, small businesses, owners, and cooperative members, individuals who are the foundation of our economy and vital to fostering inclusive growth. Today, I want to underscore the vital role that MSME and cooperative play in driving Africa's economic integration through the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFC-AFTA. MSMEs represent over 80% of African businesses and employ the majority of the workforce. They are active across all sectors, including agriculture, manufacturing, services, and innovation. If AFC-FTA is to succeed, it must be built with MSMEs and its core. Excluding them will create an integral market in theory, but not in practice. Cooperatives are a powerful tool for inclusion across Africa. They help MSMEs to scale up, access market and pool resources. Whether it is a farmers aggregating produce, circles enabling access to finance, or artisan groups sharing machinery, cooperatives multiply the strengths of individuals. With the right support, they can enable MSMEs to meet quality standards and compete across Africa. At a continental level, we are learning from our peers and contributing to the African Union drive for the Pan-Africa MSME strategy, including plans for continental-wide MSME financing facility. The transformation of Africa will not come alone from the top, but it will be driven by its people, the farmers, traders, innovators, and small business owners. As a government, our role is to empower them through inclusive policies, smart investments, and strong partnership, ensuring that no business, no matter how small, is left behind in Africa's and world shared future. To every entrepreneur here today, you are at the heart of our economic agenda, and we are committed to breaking down the barriers you face and unlocking opportunities across the continent. Let us work together as governments, private sector, development partners, and entrepreneurs as we build an Africa and the world where MSMEs are the engine of prosperity. Your Excellency, I don't want to pretend to talk about the government, what the government is doing when you are here. So I will give you that opportunity because you know much more. But I thank all of you for coming and welcome to Kenya, and I hope you will enjoy your stay here in Kenya. Kenya is a very friendly country, as you see how people stay here. Thank you very much, and God bless you. It is now my honor to invite His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, to address the summit. Welcome, Mr. President.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may take your seats. And let me take this opportunity on behalf of the government and people of Kenya to welcome all the distinguished participants, the chair of WCF, the chair of ICC, our own Chamber of Commerce, captains of industry, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor on behalf of the people and government of Kenya to welcome all of you, not just to Nairobi, but to Kenya. As patron of the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, I'm especially pleased to host such a distinguished gathering of business leaders, policymakers, and development partners. It is a forum like this that transformative ideas take root and the seeds of prosperity are planted. We meet at a time of intensifying global disruption and uncertainty. The effects of post-pandemic recovery, shifting geopolitical dynamics, inflation and supply chain disruptions, and of course climate change are impacting many facets of our economic and social lives. Yet, despite these challenges, we are presented with immense opportunities. Africa is becoming more connected, more innovative, and more entrepreneurial. Our success will depend on how prepared and committed we are to embrace this fast-changing future. And I want to thank all the other participants from across the globe for making this very important step to host this first ever summit in our part of the world. Among the world's regions, Africa has every reason to be optimistic. Our potential is undeniable. We are the world's youngest continent, home to a growing population of well-educated, highly skilled young people. Our lands are rich in untapped mineral wealth, including those critical minerals that are essential for global industrial transition. We also possess the largest areas of uncultivated fertile land and the vast reserves of renewable energy. As you heard from the Governor of Nairobi, our own energy mix speaks volumes of what renewable energy can do and the scope and scale of the potential that exists for generation and for deployment for both economic, industrial, and other uses. This is a historic opportunity for Africa because we are the world's clean industrial hub, and encouragingly, we are rising to the occasion of actually appropriating that position. Accelerating our integration through the reform of the Africa Union, as well as our regional economic communities and mechanisms, including key institutions such as the Africa Development Bank, Afrexim Bank, and the Africa Union Development Agency, signals the giant is no longer asleep. We did, at the last Africa Union Summit, endorse these institutions because they understand our continent better to work with other global multilateral banks and financial institutions to position Africa appropriately, especially on matters of investment and the big elephant that is resources, especially from the private sector, to finance our own growth. The expansion of modern transport and communication infrastructure also shows that we are preparing for a predictable and prosperous future. Conversations are ongoing in the Lapset corridor that will connect Kenya, Ethiopia, and South Sudan. The first almost 700 kilometers of road is being constructed. We will shortly be discussing the extension of the railway between Kenya, Uganda, DRC, and Rwanda into the heart of the Great Lakes. We are surely looking at how to connect Africa better. And as you're all aware, the Africa Continental Free Trade Area brings into being the largest single market of 1.4 billion people in 55 countries, with a GDP of close to 3.4 trillion. And